Hi, welcome back. My name is Dr. Mary Ann with Everyday Behaviors, and this is our 10th series on instructional objectives and goal setting for children with severe developmental disabilities. During this video in particular, we are talking about social skill instruction resources. So during the last video, we talked about assessment tools that you can use to assess the student's current level of functioning. But here we're going to talk about what resources are there out there for instructing on social skills. So now you know there's a deficit or a disability, you know how severe that disability is, and where the child's current functioning level is, but how do we improve that? Where do we start? And so here are several resources we're going to talk about. Let's see, 7 resources today that you can use for instructional approaches or instructional curriculum on social skills. With each of these, some of them cost more or less than others, but with each of these, they're going to provide a curriculum that's going to help you with small group instruction or individual instruction on social skills. And so this is excellent for speech paths. This is also excellent for general education teachers, especially in those early grades, pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, for some social skill curriculum. But it's also very helpful in our special education classrooms to work with the entire class on social skills. And so I'm going to start with my very favorite. My very favorite is Everyday Speech. Everyday Speech is a website. You do have to have a subscription to the website, but they have videos on their website of children engaging in the social skills. And so it's using the principles of video modeling to help show the children the appropriate social skills. They're kind of slow videos if you're watching as an adult. However, kids love them. It's kind of like when you watch cartoons sometimes and you're like, this cartoon makes no sense. Sometimes the videos, I'm like, this is really boring and really slow. However, the kids really absorb that information and latch onto the information, and they're getting meaningful information, so it gives them time to process the information that they're seeing and receiving. Another thing that I absolutely love about Everyday Speech is they have companion worksheets that accompany the social skill videos that you're watching. And every Monday, they have Material Mix Monday, which releases new materials or information that you might want to utilize for that week. So it's an excellent resource. It's probably one of the more expensive resources on social skill, but you definitely get what you pay for, and it has some great tools for the classroom that address a wide range of social skill concerns. I'm going to go through a couple of books that we utilize in our office. The Children's Friendship Training, Crafting Connections, and the American Girls Smart Guide are all excellent books for younger children. So when we look at children's friendship training or crafting connections, those are very basic social skills. You're working on greetings, turn taking, sharing, foundational social skills. It's a book, so you don't have as many resources that you have with some of the online curriculum, but it is one of the cheaper options that you have, and so you purchase the book and then you have those resources as you go along to provide you some curriculum ideas. The American Girls Smart Guide, you can find those on Amazon or on their American Girl website if you go to adults or parents. So when you go to their website, it's going to say, are you a child or a parent? Go to the parent side. And they have a lot of books that you can invest in that address everything from hygiene to how do you respond to when someone else is sad or experienced a death. So they have a lot of excellent resources. They're very kid-friendly. These are for your middle childhood range, so they're not for your early childhood, but I'm going to say probably 6 or 7 up to maybe 11 or 12. These are excellent guides, and they kind of go along as the children or as the girls age. One thing to know about this is it is primarily targeted towards girls. Another excellent thing about this one is it does have a hygiene book and how to address all of those changing things that happen with girls and their bodies. So whether you're recommending these and using the American Girls Guide in your classroom, or you're recommending it to parents to utilize at home, it is an excellent, excellent resource, and it's relatable for the girls. Another one that's really helpful is the peers curriculum for school-based professionals. The peers curriculum is for late childhood or early adolescence. So it's really good for that intermediate school range, for your junior high, high school range, for those children that maybe missed some social skills along the way. Another one that is an online curriculum, and they also have a lot of books that accompany it, is the Tony Atwood Social Skill Curriculum. The thing I like about the Tony Atwood Social Skill Curriculum is it has a lot of worksheets that go along with it. So when you're looking at the Children's Friendship Training or the Crafting Connections book, you don't have as many worksheets that go along with it. But Tony Atwood's has several books that you can purchase on emotional development that have worksheets that accompany it, and so it really lends itself well to that direct instruction in the classroom. The last resource is the newest resource I have. I'm not as familiar with it, but I do recommend looking into it, and it's the new social skills book. When we look at the social skills books, if you're doing social stories in and of themselves are not an intervention. What social stories are there for are for the skill deficits. So they help the child to understand the social skill deficit. And so these are pre-made social stories to go over kind of a script for social interaction. And that's to address those skill deficits. However, it's still on you to address those performance deficits, or to add the motivation or the reinforcement for them to engage in the correct social interaction and social skill behavior. And so if you use the new social skills book, it's excellent for skill deficits, but with all of these, you're going to want to make sure that you're filling in the gaps with reinforcement and not utilizing these as your sole behavior intervention process. So I hope you find this information useful and helpful. You can find additional resources on www.everydaybehaviors.com. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on YouTube to stay up to date with our latest information. Thank you. Bye.